What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and I'm going to take you through a little overview of my week of training. I've been moving through some rehab. If you guys checked out my last video, I shared a bit of how things have been going since I've been reintroducing running, and that trend has continued. I want to dive into how things went this week with training and some of my thoughts. Overall, super great week, and I do think that I'm on the up and up from this injury, which I'm super happy to share with you guys. It's been a bit of a journey, and towards the end of this video, I'm going to share some of my thoughts on that. But let's dive into the Strava for this week. I hit a peak post-injury of 23.4 kilometers, which is huge. Last week, I had 21 kilometers, so we are building. Diving into the activities, I only ran 3 times this week. That has kind of been what I have been doing. So to kick it off, I did a 6K run at the start of the week, which I titled the run, maybe missing winter running wasn't the worst thing. It has been pretty nice weather this week here in Hamilton. Spring has come, the sun has been out, so that has been super great. Really happy with how this run went. This was following a 12K run that I did with our 100-mile relay team at Sulphur Springs that's coming up here at the end of May. So it was 12K in the trails, which was probably the longest that I've done in a while. It was a bit of hiking, a bit of slower running, so it wasn't probably the hardest long run that I've done, but coming off of that and running a 6K without any issues was super, super great. The second run of the week, which is funny here on my Strava, this is why Strava can be great and also can bring some sadness, is 1 year ago, last long run before Mississauga, which shout out to anyone running Mississauga coming up here in the next week. I think it's at the end of April. Last year, I ran a 3:10 at Mississauga. It was a huge PR for me. I did a whole YouTube video on it. Probably one of the most mentally taxing runs that I've done. Super warm day, but was able to battle through and hit a big PR, so that's super cool. I guess this is one of the positives when Strava reminds you of how great of a run you had about a year ago. The next one, I did about 7 kilometers. Was such a beautiful day. Was one of those reminders of why I just love running outside of competing and challenging myself. It was sunny. The vibes were good. I just needed some mental clarity, and that's why I titled this run. I needed that one. It was very, very helpful for bringing me the clear mind that I love getting from running. And then the last one was my long run. I did 10K on my own at about 5 minute per kilometer pace, which is a lot faster than what I've been running. I titled this No Watch, Just Vibes, because that's what it was. My watch is dead. And so I just turned on Strava on my phone, had it in my pocket, and just ran off of feel, which is something I've been really trying to do lately, as I don't really have any goals. I don't really need to have these specific times and paces. The only thing I keep an eye on with pace is making sure that I'm not, running too hard as I come back from injury. But getting to run this run, another beautiful day, sunny, cool, good vibes, Easter Sunday. Honestly, just reminds you of, why you're just lucky to be here and be on this earth and do stuff like running and being healthy, and a lot of gratitude on this run, which also got me reflecting a lot on running and injury. And so I wrote this on Strava, and I want to share it with you guys here, and then I'll dive into a little bit more of it. But I wrote this. So as I come back from injury, I can't help but think how much injury can disrupt your sense of self. Running has become such a huge part of who I am. It fills so many buckets for me. It scratches a competitive itch. It provides me joy. It brings me mental clarity. When these buckets can't be filled due to injury, it can really impact your life. At times, it feels hopeless. Even for me, someone who coaches people through the process of injury on a daily basis. If any of you are dealing with this right now, I feel you. I also want to provide you with some sense of hope. Things can get better. They will get better. Find someone who can support you. Don't give up. And dig deep, my friends. This was just something that was on my mind today, because I think we underestimate how much injury impacts our identity, impacts our sense of self, especially for me, someone who really likes to consume themselves and the things that they do. Running has most definitely become a part of who I am. It's why I've started this channel. It's what I do on a daily basis and work with people on a daily basis at the movement. It's provided me with a sense of mental clarity. It's provided me a sense of like connection with the world. It makes me feel really good. It brings me peace. There's so many factors that running has become part of who I am, that when that has been taken away because of injury, and this has been the longest stretch of time off running consistently than I've had in the last 3 years. I haven't really run consistently since October, which is huge for someone who's basically run at minimum 3 to 4 times a week for the last 3 years. And I think what this injury has done has reminded me a bit more about why I really love running. And it's not for the competitive aspect of it. I think that is one part of running that it allows for me to express myself competitively. But what I'm realizing is that running brings me joy, it brings me peace, it brings me clarity. And when I'm not able to do that, it doesn't make me feel complete. And now this isn't the only thing that makes up who I am. I have a lot of other identities. I'm a brother, I'm a business owner, I'm a friend, I'm creative. I have a lot of different identities that make up who I am, but running and fitness is a massive, massive part of that. And when that gets, taken away, it can have a big impact on you. And I think it's important to talk about these things because I see people on a daily basis go through injury and watch this sense of self be taken away from them and this hopelessness come into their eyes and the way they carry themselves and the way they talk. And, that is a crappy feeling, and I want to do everything in my power to help people not have to experience that, regain their sense of self, empower them to take control of their health and get back to doing the things that they love. And so for me to go through this, I always say it's a good thing. It's a humbling thing. It's a reminder for me to, approach people that I'm working with kindness and empathy, but also push them to realize that they are capable of taking this back. And so if you're dealing with an injury right now, you're going through the struggle, again, I feel you. I believe in you. I believe that you can get back from this. Have hope. Seek someone that can get on your side, can work alongside you and take you back to what you want to do. But I want to wrap up the video there, guys. The training has been on the up and up. I'm super excited about that as the weather's starting to turn. Hopefully this allows me to get into some more consistent training, maybe push some goals, maybe put some stuff on the calendar. But right now, I'm not doing that to myself because I'm finally getting that sense of self back, that identity that I truly love, that fills a lot of the buckets outside of just that competitive side. So that's all I got for today, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Strava. I'm going to be more active there now that I'm running. I still want to be a Strava star, so follow me there. Follow me on Instagram. Support the movement. We are putting out YouTube videos there weekly. Check out our Instagram page. If you have any questions around health, injury, all that stuff, that's the place to go. But that's all I got for today, guys. Make sure you're getting after it. Have hope. Dig deep. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.